Start recording.
All welcome back to another Truth Seekers channel video with Jose and me, Ronald from Amsterdam. Today we are going to discuss a topic about Edward Snowden from Forbes magazine. Iran says tall white space aliens control America. Documents leaked by NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden conclusively prove that the United States has been ruled by a race of tall white space aliens who also assisted the rise of Nazi Germany in the 1930s. These revelations about our alien overlords might not cost you any sleep, but the part that should concern you a tad is that the UFO story was just published by the Fars news agencies, the English language news service of Iran, a nation that may be very close to acquiring nuclear weapons. This being a crazy conspiracy theory, naturally the Russians are behind it. The alleged alien invasion was revealed in an alleged report by Russia's FSB spy agency, which found incontrovertible proof that an alien extraterrestrial intelligence agenda is driving US domestic and international policy, and has been doing so since at least 1945, said the Iranian news service. Fars apparently got the story from a hardcore conspiracy site called What Does It Mean? Let's take a look. So the Iranian says, or they got information from the Russian that Edward Snowden is saying that the American politics is being ruled by aliens. And it comes from What Does It Mean? Snowden document proving US alien Hitler link stuns Russia. This is some crazy news.
Yeah, but can you go back to the first article, please? Because I have questions. No, not that one. That's Farsi. That's Farsi stuff. Maybe
this
back.
one.
Yeah. The first question is which date?
This is from 2014,
Yeah,
January.
It's quite old. Okay, but that's the first thing, and the second thing is, if that is real, you know, if there is a group of tall white aliens behind the government of the USA.
Yes.
The USA is probably the most powerful nation in the world.
Yes.
It's also behind Nazi Germany, or was also behind Nazi Germany. What would that say?
I don't know.
It would say to me that is quite dangerous, you know, because they say that the same aliens who have slaughtered, who were behind Germany, who slaughtered, hundreds of thousands of people, are now behind America, the most powerful country.
Yeah, I think he says, let's see, they say, what does he say? He actually says, we're actually two governments in the US, the one that was elected and the other secret regime governing in the dark.
No, yeah, but that original, that clearly stated it's the same government of America, the same aliens who are now in the government, who are now behind the government of America, were behind the Nazis. So that's dangerous to me. That sounds dangerous.
Why does that sound dangerous?
Do you think it was a good time? Do you think the Nazis were doing good deeds?
No.
Then you have your answer. Why is it dangerous? That's why.
Because wait.
The youth government believes in encryption. No. This. here. It clearly states, the United States has been ruled by a race of tall-white space aliens who also assisted the rise of Nazi Germany in the 1930s. The same.
What are you trying to say, Jose?
That we are in danger, maybe. That these aliens can be evil and behind all of these killings. And maybe there are now tons of killings also, but we don't,
Tons of killings.
Yeah.
Who are they killing now?
And all America is making war in all kinds of countries. Afghanistan,
That's long ago.
Iraq, Korea, Vietnam. No, not Korea. Korea, North Korea, not really, but there's tons of issues.
Mm-hmm. Well,
also Gaddafi and Bin Laden, you know.
Okay, but it doesn't look like it looked more like a hoax story. I don't know if it's real.
Okay.
Iran is the enemy of America.
Yeah.
So they will never bring good news out for America. They will try to bring America in discredit.
Yeah.
I think Snowden was only for the NSA, for the National Security Agency surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
So how come he now knows about aliens? How come aliens come into the picture?
I don't know.
Suddenly they are talking about aliens.
I really don't know how he found out. I found it out that there are tall white aliens behind or helping
I think this
the U.S. government.
This is just a typical conspiracy theory subject. It's not to me. It's not. Doesn't sound real that Snowden knows about this and secret organization. They're working together.
But verify it. Seek more articles and find out if it's a hoax or not.
No.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, so I don't believe him also.
No.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is a counter intelligence.
Yeah, some NASA.
Yeah, NASA.
One of NASA's puppet.
Yeah.
Just like Elon Musk and Tom
DeLonge.
But it might be that the US is ruled by a secret government. Yes,
I don't know, but the things you said about Iran is the enemy of America, and they are
trying to discredit America.
But do you think vice versa? It will not happen.
Vice versa, yeah, everybody is the one side is saying the other one is bad, and the other one is saying the other one is bad.
Yeah.
So it's both ways.
So I'm not dismissing this immediately, but indeed it sounds a bit hoaxy. But that's why I want to find out if there are more.
And if this was the case,
more sources who have brought this news.
No, this is, I think this is Forbes. So if Forbes bring it comes from Iran, and Forbes took it over. So.
But Forbes is quite a reliable source, and
the most disturbingly, this FSB reports warns is that the tall white agenda being implemented by the secret regime ruling the United States calls for the creation of a global electronic surveillance system meant to hide all true information about their presence here on Earth as they enter into what one of Snowden's documents calls the final phase of their end plan for total assimilation and world rule. So assimilation means
assimilation.
They are trying to blend in.
To assimilate is to make someone part of.
Yeah. The process of taking in and fully understanding information or ideas, or the absorption digestion of food and nutrients
by your body or any biological system. Assimilation.
they're trying to assimilate with humans.
Yeah, that's what the Borgs did, and they assimilated everyone.
So they are like running the government with the government. They're like on secret governments, and they're trying to assimilate with the humans, maybe by creating here hybrid humans and special weapons. This is why NASA and all these companies get all the modern technologies.
Yeah.
They can build spacecraft going up and back.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a secret deal. You get our alien technology, and you give us some humans. You give us free passage to your to other humans, and they.
But I have an older scenario in my. I'm imagining an older scenario.
Well, tell us.
Suppose I'm a really powerful being, you know. I'm far more powerful than you, and you are a human, and I am from another world. I can kill you like this, but I need you for some reason to provide blood or gold or whatever source, you know.
DNA. DNA.
Yeah, DNA, maybe DNA, you know.
I heard this theory that the aliens cannot reproduce, so the humans can reproduce. So they are trying to that assimilations like blending in. They are trying to blend in with the humans using our DNA and our reproductive system to reproduce themselves. That's why you have a lot of alien abductions. They are like taking samples and creating their own.
But indeed, what I am thinking of is that there is a far more powerful race which has encountered the leaders of our Earth, and there was actually no negotiation. They simply said, we can destroy you like this, or you do what we say and we reward you. You control your people for us. So I'm the far more powerful for being, but I use you to control the rest of the world.
Like hierarchy. One use the other one to control.
Yeah, exactly. And you are
so nobody can ever so they cannot see you.
So I'm invisible.
Yeah.
And I also give you the command of when something happens, when we get revealed accidentally, or one of our spaceships crashes by an accident, you will cover it up.
Yes.
And use whatever means
to cover it up.
Yes. Kill the person, maybe.
Hide all the evidence. Destroy all the evidence.
Place him in an institute, you know.
Aliens have visited us for over a century. What's more, he claims our DNA has been combined with extraterrestrial genes to produce alien-human hybrids. They could be any one of us. You might be one of them. And you may not even know it.
Are you an alien hybrid?
David Jacobs believes many stories of alien abductions are true. Since 1973, he has interviewed over 140 people who claim they are abductees. Many of them inexplicably disappeared for a proven length of time and returned with no memory of what happened to them.
They returned with no memory. Wow.
Intriguingly, they also exhibit similar physical symptoms to each other: bruises and marks, and even signs of tissue samples being removed. Using a technique called hypnotic regression, Jacobs has unlocked the repressed memories. The victims describe their abductions in almost identical terms. One of the recurring features of their accounts is that their alien abductors harvested egg and sperm cells from them. Jacobs
They harvested egg and sperm cell from them, you see?
One of the recurring features of their accounts is that their alien abductors harvested egg and sperm cells from them. Jacobs believes this is part of a long-term splicing scheme to produce genetic hybrids of humans and aliens, and that those hybrids are living among us. Researcher Miguel Mendonça believes he knows 8 such hybrids. These 8 people claim they have implanted alien DNA in their bodies. They say their extraterrestrial genes give them an ability to help others feel at peace, but all of them were unaware they were hybrids for many years. Consequently, Mendonça believes there are many more hybrids out there, and as they increase in number, they will help humanity achieve a sense of stability and unity. David Jacobs, on the other hand, says these hybrids are part of a more sinister plan to conquer humanity, using familiar faces.
Conquer humanity. Wow. It's crazy. You had like any messages? So what do you think about that?
Unfortunately, there are problems with Mendonça's claims. For starters, he has not carried out DNA tests on any of the 8 people he claims are hybrids. What's more, although he says they all came to realize their alien heritage independently of one another, one of them, Cynthia Crawford, met and counseled several of the others before Mendonça began his research. They could be spinning the same yarn. Meanwhile, most scientists disagree with David Jacobs' conclusions. His method of using hypnosis to find the truth has been particularly criticized. Psychologist Susan Clancy accuses Jacobs of asking his subjects leading questions while they were hypnotized. He may not have done this intentionally, but hypnosis makes people heavily susceptible to suggestion. By merely asking them if they were abducted by aliens, he may have planted the idea in their heads. In addition, Carl Sagan argued that abduction experiences could be down to cases of mistaken identity or faulty memory. Jacobs also disagrees with many other ufologists. His theory goes against the generally positive view of alien abductions given by Miguel Mendonça and longtime researchers like John Mack. However, we may all be hybrid creatures, but in a different way.
We all might be my hybrid creatures. Okay, but that sounds...
What do you think of that? Because yeah, I find it a bit complicated. Maybe you can share your thoughts about that.
What happened there? What is he trying to say?
Yeah, what's he trying to say about?
What I just said, the aliens are abducting people because they themselves, some aliens, they are different species, cannot reproduce. So they are trying to take the humans and experiment with them to see how they can reproduce themselves, or through through the humans, like the movie Aliens, you know.
Yeah.
And how the aliens used their skills to go into the womb of the woman or a man, and then breed, and then comes out very abruptly or violently, because it doesn't maybe have the capability to get out in the more biological way. Yeah, maybe the movie Aliens is something that could be true in the future.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah. So there's something with the DNA which the aliens like, with our DNA which the aliens like and miss.
Yeah, that explains the alien abduction. It explains the movie Aliens, and maybe also the famous probing, when they get abducted. The aliens probing, and then
what's probing?
You don't know?
No, I don't know. What's probing? Is it scanning?
You are a noob, man. Everybody knows this. Alien abduction.
No.
Everybody knows this.
Not everybody.
Everybody. Okay, not everybody. You don't know.
And the rest of the world knows. Probing is extensive probing, so that's examining, and you mean that?
Yeah, they're using like objects, round or long, you know, and they're like putting it into your body through all parts, you know, all the places they can put stuff into, you know.
Yeah, and medical testing, and also
that's what the most abductees says what happens to them.
Okay, so that's probing. Okay.
What the aliens are doing to them, you know. Alien abduction and probing.
And testing. And test.
Yeah, and the most thing that remains in the thought of the people are the probing, of course. It's like a violation of their body, and all kind of testing with materials, and maybe it's just to get some things out of them, you know.
They actually, I don't know, maybe they are extracting some DNA or research or
cells or
trying to understand how we create DNA, how our biological system works. They're trying to find out.
Not about the reproductive system. I think.
The reproductive system and. You also.
Woman claims aggressively probed. Probing questions. No. So there are people with a lot of these.
You also find cattle of. Cow mutilation with strange cuts, and also people with strange cuts. They've also.
So the aliens maybe, or they are trying to blend in with us and trying to make a human that looks like a human but is actually one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe that is the assimilation.
Yeah, or vice or vice versa.
So they are making people that are like them. It looks like them to take over the planet, and when they finally get the
or vice versa, they're making their self like us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
by breeding, by using the reproductive system of the humans, they are making themselves like us.
Yeah,
and when they are when a lot of them are like us,
then they're going to control us.
Then they will don't need the real humans anymore. They will maybe, it's like the Noah's Ark. They will save a few that are like them, and
maybe they are trying
destroy or erase or eliminate.
Maybe they are trying to improve us for some.
Or get rid of the one they. It's like the old model or some the.
They're
the one that's not like them.
Yeah,
and
they are updating us. Maybe
they're updating themselves.
Yeah, but they have the power, they have the technology, and they have the reason.
But after they update us, they will destroy you because they don't need you anymore.
No.
Because you are not like them. You will not be.
I'm absolutely them because
they will be more advanced.
Because
they will use like more of their brain. They will have more lifespan. They will have more power.
No, they let us die probably, or maybe they destroy us with drugs. I don't know.
That's the same thing that happened with
sugar, but they
or Noah's Ark with the flood.
Maybe that, or I don't know what, but I think they're updating us with their own DNA.
Upgrading themselves,
and for some specific reason, and I hope they are ethical. They have some form of ethics, that they know what they are doing and for a good purpose. Because maybe we humans are not, we are not perfect. We, if you look around, a lot of humans are killing themselves.
All right, check this out. And after some days, my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech, and she became pregnant by him, bore a son. And his body was as white as snow, Snowden, tall white, and red as the blooming of a rose, and the hair of his head and his long locks were white as wool, and his eyes beautiful. And when he opened his eyes, he lighted up the whole house like the sun, and the whole house, where was I? Was very bright. And thereupon he arose in the hands of the midwife, opened his mouth, and conversed with the Lord of righteousness. And his father Lamech was afraid of him, and fled, and came to his father Methuselah. See, after the father of this baby, Noah, was afraid of the baby and fled. Which father will be afraid of his baby and run away? You got a baby and you say, oh my God, what is this? And you run away. That means it was really scary. And that was not human.
You see it, you know.
It was not human.
Here. Oh no, you can't see it. But imagine that someone opens his eyes and
he has white as wool. Whose baby has hair as white as wool? And he was white as snow. It's like really white like this.
Yeah, but notice also that, and his locks were white as wool, and his eyes beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Are in between two crosses. What would that say?
That's here it's a lot of crosses. I think it's.
There's also.
That's how they write it. I don't know. Thereupon arose his hands of midwife, conversed with the Lord of righteousness. I have begotten a strange son, diverse from any unlike man. He did not look like any man. He was different.
Yeah.
So that means the alien, they eventually got one of them to born from a woman. That is why all the great people that born, like Jesus, and they are born from virgins. How can a virgin get a baby? How can a virgin get a baby?
Yeah, by
implantation of it's genetic implantation. Yes. What do you call it? So it's artificial insemination.
Manipulation, insemination.
Artificial.
That's
artificial. Yeah.
Artificial. Impregnation.
Insemination.
Insemination.
That is why a virgin. That's the only way a virgin can get a baby.
Yeah.
So somehow somebody artificially inseminated, and this is also with what happened with Noah. How Noah was born. He was just an alien. Stray son. So they got their alien son and say, "Well, we got one. So now we can destroy the rest." And Noah, leave Noah alone. Yeah, we finally got one of ours to be born from a woman from Earth.
Yep.
So.
Indeed, the whole Bible could be.
And his nature is different, and he's not like us. And his eyes are as the rays of sun, and his countenance is glorious.
Yeah, but.
And it seems that to me that he is not sprung from me, has knit my child. Who will say that? All babies look alike, you know, or what? How can a father say he's not from me immediately? From the angels. He's not from me, but from the angels. He knows how the angels look. And I fear that in his days a wonder may be wrought onto the earth.
And now, my father, I'm here to petition thee and implore thee that thou mayst go to Enoch.
Yeah, this is from a fragment of the book of Book of Enoch, and
is it? Yeah, the Book of Enoch. It's indeed by R.H. Charles.
So that actually fits part of this puzzle.
How?
By the alien, that they might working together to create some sort of new alien breed.
Yeah, and that they are behind behind the strongest nation. That the strongest nation is their puppet.
They're exchanging technology. That's why we're coming with like Tesla cars, Tesla rockets.
But America is the strongest country in the world.
Yeah, nuclear bombs.
Yeah, so they're controlling America for a reason.
Because look, if we were like Neanderthalers, people who lived in caves, you know, and we evolved to other humans, or we got better. How come we making now nuclear bombs and spacecraft?
Yeah.
And there are a lot of indigenous people like the
but
Mongols or the Aboriginals or in Africa. These are the real people.
Yeah, these were the real humans. You mean these were the real?
This is the original, the real. Yeah.
The Earthlings.
Yeah. Indigenous.
No, but
the real indigenous people.
Yeah. But
can you believe that these people made a rocket to Mars or nuclear bomb or all these high-tech robots?
No.
Huh?
But show a picture of a microchip, please. Can you browse for
these guys made microchip? Evolved from.
But can you browse a picture of a microchip, please? Microchip and so a circuit board, a motherboard, microchip motherboard. Please have a look at that.
What are you trying to tell me?
Look at that. I think that looks like alien technology to me.
For sure, it's alien technology.
That looks like alien technology to me, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we could have invented this. We have back engineered this.
Yeah. How could we do this? Possible, and it's getting more advanced and advanced. Look at this. Yeah, we went from this to this in.
But that is so that is so powerful that these people are only able to communicate with the people in that tribe. The people who are 1 kilometer away or 2 kilometers away are almost unreachable by lakes or by hazards.
You're trying to tell me that this guy made this microchip?
No. That guy plus that microchip is incredibly powerful because now he's able to communicate with whole the world.
Yeah, of course, and more. He can launch nuclear missiles.
He can do everything. That could be me actually.
Yeah.
But plus that other thing, it makes him so much more powerful. That's alien technology, I think, and
Indigenous people.
Yeah, this is you could give him an iPhone or a tablet.
This is your father and your mother.
Yeah, and he could understand.
You think your father and mother can make this or?
But they can use it. They can use it. They can use it, but not make it.
I'm trying to say, how come we come from that to that in so fast,
and especially in the last 30 years, 30, 40 years, or maybe 40, 50 years. After the World War, the Second World War, and Roswell. Our technology skyrocketed. We had the automobile, we had computers.
Yeah, that's not normal.
No.
So
we had flight, airplanes.
So now they're busy making another type of human, according to Snowden. But this article in the Guardian. Contradicts this Iranian Forbes story. It says, after that, Snowden said alien messages would be so encrypted that it would render them unrecognizable, indistinguishable to us from cosmic microwave background radiation. In that case, humanity would not even realize it had received such communications. So actually, he's not even sure. He knows how the communication of the aliens work, but he doesn't mention here aliens. Therefore, Snowden continues, as human and alien societies get more sophisticated. Oh yes, he does. and move from open communication to encrypted communications, the signals being broadcast will quickly stop looking like recognizable signals. So even in here he's talking about human and alien societies, you see? In this one.
Yeah, but how do you know how do you know this is no hoax then? Why do you believe this then instantly?
United government believes because they never mentioned it before.
No,
I never heard it before. This first time I'm seeing it.
But that Farsi stuff and that Iranian stuff about tall aliens, you didn't heard it also before, or did you?
Which Farsi stuff?
That Iranian stuff about
this. Yeah, that's what I say. I never heard this before.
You never heard that before also?
No. I heard about the eavesdropping, the NSA.
Yeah.
About that he went to Russia and he leaked the documents on the National Security Agency surveillance. And he sought asylum in Russia.
But you also have Assange, Assange.
What's that?
What was his name? Assange. From not from WikiLeaks, but Assange. That's another guy. Assange. Maybe I'm switching topics now, but
okay, I never heard about him.
Assange?
In 2015, a team from the University of Cambridge identified 145 genes in the human genome that they call foreign. That is to say, they are genes we acquired from other species through a process known as horizontal gene transfer. This is the process by which genes are transferred between organisms that live in the same environment. It is a widely known occurrence in single-celled organisms and is what enables bacteria to develop resistance to antibiotics so quickly. It is an alternative process of evolution that does not follow the traditional path of Darwinian inheritance. The foreign genes in humans.
This one is about genes and stuff. Okay. Oh, it's also a nice one. Okay. Aliens links Russia, stuns Russia. So I think maybe nobody believes him. Snowden document further confirms this report says a tall white Nordics meetings in night with President White, where the secret regime currently ruling over America was established. So according to Snowden, the tall white Nordic aliens, these types of aliens,
blonde hair, a bit Viking-like.
Yeah, that's maybe why Adolf Hitler says he wants
this race.
Yeah, the Aryan race.
Yes. He wants the Aryan race, and that's actually really like this. And he wants the Jews to be dead. And why?
And the Aryan race are the Nordic race.
Yeah. They resemble this.
So maybe Adolf Hitler was an alien himself.
But that's a story which Iran provided. Tall white aliens were behind the Germany, the German Nazis. And that's what that's what they say.
Ex-president met with extraterrestrials on 3 separate occasions at New Mexico Air Base, receiving telepathic messages. So it's getting really, if you look into it, you'll start seeing more articles that confirms what Snowden says, or the Iranian magazine.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, it says secret meeting, secret society here. This one says the president had 3 secret meetings. Had 3 secret meetings with aliens. Former Pentagon consultant claims this is somebody else.
And maybe
made a deal, pact.
Maybe these aliens have bases.
Yeah, you give us the technology, and you can freely abduct anybody you like in America and do what. As long as you don't kill them or harm them, you can do your experiments.
We want a percentage of people which we can use.
Yeah.
And we give you the control, but
don't harm them. Don't do anything. Just erase their memories. Do your testing, safe testing.
He's the boss above Obama and Trump.
They make a deal as a pact.
Pact with the devil.
The devil? Why is it the devil? They don't want to help us. They want to.
Maybe it's a pact with the devil.
Yeah, they don't want. I don't believe they want to help us, or else we wouldn't have the flood of Noah. That's like destroying all of us.
But I don't. But.
So they will have their own alien breed.
But any species which can contact us is denk ik by definition more powerful than us.
That can contact us is more powerful. Yeah. So they can eliminate us
at will. Yeah. You know, but they need us for some reason, and maybe
to reproduce.
But suppose it's a really advanced civilization which exists thousands, maybe millions of years. You know, then also their spiritual system is really how do you say that, sophisticated and really had some it's really evolved also. So I mean stuff like ethics, you know, honesty, balance, trustworthiness. I think for a race which exists thousands or maybe millions of years, I think they are extremely ethic, and they are extremely noble. Maybe. What do you think?
I think we are lucky that we are still alive.
No,
for how long?
No, I think they maybe have a higher purpose, and they can kill us at will.
They are gonna kill us at will when they need. It's just a question of time.
But it can also be a really advanced race, which is not only physically far beyond us, but also mentally.
When they don't need us anymore, they will erase us. It's easy. We're just they use us when they need us.
But that's not ethical.
After they finish using us, they will get rid of us.
But that's not ethical.
Yeah.
That's not ethical, and
but
that's what
for them that does not exist ethical.
I think
they don't have any.
I think
ethical is a human principle. It's
but without ethics, any organization, any mechanism will die in earthly understandings. It's also in your company. You have ethics officers.
That's what you think, but it will not.
We also have ethics officers, and
but aliens do not think like company. Aliens are totally different than humans. This is not company. This is not people. This is aliens. They are here. Their first, or what you call it, primal intention, or their primal target is to stay alive and to continue to survive.
Yes, of course.
Survival.
Yes, of course. Yes.
If they cannot reproduce, they cannot survive.
Yes, of course. But you talk like them like they are just primitive.
Who?
You.
What did I say?
The primal purpose is stay alive and
survive.
And survive. And if they don't need us, then they just erase us.
Yeah.
That's how you talk. That's really primitive. How you
depict the aliens.
Yeah, you depict the aliens really primitively, and that's actually my point.
They are primitive. That is maybe the most important thing.
They are primitive, but they come from light years away. Probably they contact us. They are far in front of us probably, but they are primitive.
Yeah, and they will kill you when they feel like when they don't need you, they will kill you.
I don't see the logics. I don't see.
You think they will keep you alive?
I think it's contradicting.
You think these aliens will keep you alive after they serve their purpose?
I think
they achieve their goals.
they use us for some reason, but with a higher conscience. That's what I think.
And you think they will keep us alive?
They are going to treat us in an ethic way, probably.
Yeah.
Far
What do you mean with that?
Far beyond our understanding. If we have cattle, cows, for example, we treat them good.
Yeah. But we are humans.
We are humans.
We have an conscious. We are ethical.
But we are like we are like
aliens.
We are like aliens to
I don't think so.
We are like aliens to cattle.
Yeah.
You know, you and your dog.
Yeah.
You don't disrespect your dog normally, because if you disrespect and treat your dog bad, you will feel guilty and feel bad yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. They have a far higher ethical sense. And
so they will see you as their dog.
No, yeah.
They will not kill their dog.
No, because if you kill your dog, if you have a dog and you kill him and you just use him and okay, I don't need it anymore. I don't love my dog anymore. I will bring it to the forest. I will tie it up with a rope to a forest and it's gone. I don't need it anymore. How would you feel? How would you live on?
Okay, but if you are stranded on a mountain with no food and with your dog, what will you do after you get really hungry?
I don't think they are living on that edge.
I think so.
I don't think they are living on that edge. And that is what I'm saying. I think you think too primitive about it. You think actually in your own perspective. That's how you look. That's actually your projection on others. What you're saying. You think that they are treating others like what you just described, and maybe that's how you also think about others and how you.
No, I have.
That's a projection, maybe.
No, it's already happened once with the flood of Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they kill out everybody then with the flood of Noah?
I don't have that answer, but I think because
that was a weather weapon they used. You can check it in one of my other videos how it works.
I don't know.
They constructed a weather weapon and
I don't have the answer. Why?
Save Noah, who was white.
Yeah, because there was
Snow was one of them, one of the angels.
Because they had a prototype, or there was some reason that they had to do it.
They created this weather weapon.
Yeah.
So.
But there was a reason that they wanted to kill every human and every.
The Senate committee will now hear from Jacob Lawson, Climate ISS Chief Coordinator.
No, but there was a reason why the human civilization and all the Earth's creatures.
What do you see happen?
Had to be killed. You know, I don't know why. Because maybe a genetical error, an engineering error. You know, or some disease they didn't foresee. Everything had to be wiped out, but they didn't want us to be really
destroyed.
No, because otherwise no one wouldn't have been there. There was a reason why they did that. And if they wanted to kill us completely, why is Noah there then?
Noah was one of them. You just read the part. He was one of them.
So Noah,
he was an alien born from a female.
So if he was one of them, why is one of them then protecting all the species by taking one of each in protection and into the ark? Why? That's
animals.
That's contradicting.
Animals.
And all the animals.
For food, he needs food also.
No, not only for food.
He has to survive, keep the ecological everything working. The earth, you need animals, you need water, to keep the balance, ecological balance.
Yeah.
So what do you see happening now? We have already 7.6 billion people. It's growing.
Yeah.
So when it reaches 10 billion, what will happen? Or 20 billion?
Okay, so we have 7 billion, and yeah, we have enough space to provide shelter for this population still. And if the more people we will get on the earth, yeah, the more habitat place we need. So probably they will build up, you know, in the air like skyscrapers, and eventually maybe in the sea and in the under the ground. And if that is and if there is no more space, then they will start to go to Mars or I don't know.
They cannot go to Mars
or to the moon or to whatever, you know. But there's space. There's still space.
That's a different topic about Mars and the moon or whatever.
No, but
okay, they didn't went to the moon.
That's a different topic. That's a different topic. But
we can discuss
but what
that
was your
next time.
but what was your point by showing me that 7 billion civilization counter?
Something is happening. It's growing and growing very fast. Look, it's not 240 already. Just now it was like 0. This is going up, see? 251, 53, 54, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 64, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. That's how fast we are growing.
Yeah, but one accident, you know, 10,000 kills,
85, 87, 89, 90.
Hey,
no.
One murder, you know, 18 down, 100 down, you know, one atomic bomb, hundreds down.
So you're trying to say there is going to be atomic bombs?
I don't know, but you see wars.
This is what this is telling us, actually. And now all preparing for aliens. We are now seeing a lot of alien stuff coming in the news. Everybody's talking about it more and more. So where is that coming from, and why? More people starting to believe aliens are here.
Yeah, but we already knew this long time ago, you know.
Okay, but now it's more.
Now it gets mainstream, but
yeah,
that is how the earth works, you know, how the people work. They are at first they are very scared to accept really controversial things. They are scared. They don't accept it, even if it may be true. That's also you see it often with new things. You know, internet dating in the past, it was not done. You know, you shouldn't internet date. Now everyone's internet dating. You know.
Okay, that's a different topic. All right.
No. Okay, but
thank you for watching. Next topic we'll talk about if we are going to reach Mars or not, and if you have a topic for us, please let us know and
help us research also.
Help Jose research. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel.